Figurative art has an interesting cultural footing. It's not only the medium of some of our most famous masterpieces, perhaps the fabric of our social history. It's also the form of a lot of personal commission work, which, failure or not, get lampooned creatively. Which begs the question, why are some of these pieces considered real art and others are not? Is it personal taste? Is it snobbery? Or is there something objective that we can learn about the composition of these pieces? For this video, I'm going to share a short history of figurative art, followed by some key elements which elevate figurative pieces into the realm of real art. Figurative work is the oldest form of art. From prehistoric cave paintings to the Egyptian hieroglyphs, we see the story of ancient peoples being told thousands of years later, although sadly, few of these works survive. The development of new types of oil paint in the 15th century, which age better, allows us to enjoy the works of the Renaissance even today. And what we notice in figurative masterpieces of groups of people across these periods is a story being told. The subjects are not static. They are not looking at the artist. They are doing something. We are voyeurs, watching the story unfold. In each character in the paintings, their actions reveal something about themselves. Whilst individual portraits do often look at the artist, revealing something about themselves through expression, it only works with more than one subject when there's a reason for it. Like in Velasquez's Triumph of Bacchus. Bacchus, of course, was the Roman god of wine, whose libations liberated man from his worries. And while Bacchus blesses a devotee, we see these two men inviting us to join the party. Or in this Jordan Castile, the subjects seem to almost rebel against being viewed, almost challenging the viewer. Importantly, in both cases, the subjects looking at us is part of the story of the painting. From the ancient world to the modern one, this reportage style is the key to figurative work. The founding principle of my art gallery is that all the art in your life ought to be personally meaningful, that it should sing to your soul. And for many people, their families are one of the most meaningful things in their lives. Therefore, we do a lot of commission work from photos. But our goal is to make sure that those commissions feel like a piece of art first that just happened to be commissioned. When we follow the principles of good composition, when we tell a story, that's exactly what happens. A curious thing we find is that the photos we need for reportage to tell a story often aren't great photos. The Venn diagram of great photos and great potential for artwork actually has very little overlap. In fact, we often have to Photoshop a few images together to create a composition that will work as a piece of art. We've even done this from videos. I've noticed that many people like the Impressionist approach to figurative work, which perhaps Degas pioneered as much as anyone. Interestingly, early in his career, we see a very traditional approach to facial features. But once photography removed the burden of accuracy when depicting people, we enjoy this moodier treatment. Several of my artists work with this slight abstraction of facial features, which seem to grant a more nostalgic ambience to the finished artwork. It begins to feel like a memory. I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something and saw a couple of pieces of art that you thought were cool. If so, please give us a like and a follow. And if you like the idea of commissioning a piece of art that's going to be personal, meaningful in your life, let us know. Thanks for watching.